so just felt like cutting a rock, so I went out and grabbed a handful of rocks. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 rocks here that we're gonna throw out on the saw and see what they look like. So this first one is a little piece of seam agate off of Agate Mountain near Payson, Arizona. Kind of reminds me of like a crazy lace banded agate from Mexico. It's all fractured and healed. See how that comes out. Okay, and I got this broken nodule. I don't know fracture wise if it's gonna be anything, but it's got some really cool banding. I want to cut parallel to that broken face and see how that comes out. I'm guessing we'll get some of that parallax or shadow banding in there. So this little piece here, it's got that little tiny window showing me that it's got some banding in it. It's still got some of the cleachy sticking to it. This came from a specific area out near the Gila mountain range that they call the chimney beds. All that's under claim right now. But I picked this up a long time ago, along with some other stuff in that general area. We'll cut that guy and see. I think it'll come out with some nice white and clear banding. All right, this little nodule here, it's got some banding showing in a window, but it's also got some botryoidal surfaces with some crystals growing on it. Hoping for some eyes, wanted to cut that. See what that looks like. And this one kind of had a little bit of a color to it on the skin, a little peach or orangish color, and maybe some plumes. So just wanted to take a cut parallel to this banded face because I'll at least get that. I don't know if the color will be much more than surface. Probably won't. But it should still be a nice face. And this guy here, it's a broken nodule with some windowing showing with some really nice banding. So really want to see what's in that guy. So let me get these on the saw, cut them open, and we'll see what they look like. We'll be right back. All right, back from the saw. I'm gonna start with this one since it pretty much broke up on me. So these fractures are actually pretty deep in the stone, I guess. Now let's see what it looks like if these bands continued on. Well, there's a little bit of banding in there, but it's very faint. All right, well, still tumble nice. Okay, next up, we wanted to see if the color continued or was just surface, and whether or not that design got bigger or smaller. All right, well, it's pretty cool looking, but the design got smaller. The color and the plumes are just on the edge. Don't go very deep. You got some of those little platelets showing up. The banding is there, but it's extremely faint. All right, and then this side, pretty much the same. Got some of the plumes in the edge and the color. And then it just kind of white on the inside. I don't know. I bet to make a cab with this at the bottom down, I might be able to get a bit of the pattern and color in that stone. So that's a possibility. Okay. Next up, so the cleat kind of popped off while cutting it. It's a good thing. Had that little bit of a piece of banding showing. Let's see how it turned out. Well, unfortunately that banding in the agate was just in the corner. I mean the whole thing's agate, but it's got this kind of a tube pattern or a moss in the rest of it. Still pretty cool looking. Banding would have been nicer on this piece, but it's worth a polish. Okay, let's check out that piece from up near Payson, Arizona. So originally I cut this back part off, and the color I was hoping for got very faint and thin. A little bit there, but not as much as I was hoping for. You got a little bit of quartz on the outside and the banding on the inside with the healed fractures. But I wanted to see that, so I took another cut just to take that off. And yeah, got some of the color in there. That's pretty cool. Probably tumble this little piece. Might do a thick cab out of that section, I don't know. It's pretty cool looking. Unfortunately it's thinner, kind of wedge shaped. It's a problem with that saw that I'm using right now. It doesn't have a good vise to hold the rock. And I have to cut blind because I'm using oil. And it didn't do a very good job of getting a parallel cut. But anyways, cool looking. Alright, next up. Alright, so cut this one a little further away than I wanted to from this end. I was trying to avoid, I didn't know how deep that pocket went. But turns out I missed the pocket and got a great pattern. Nice color. There is an eye in it, or a tube, or a botryoidal formation. Cool looking. I'll probably just face polish that. That's really nice. All right. Last up, I have this one. Just kind of wanted to clean that face up and see how well this turned out. All right, turns out cut a little thinner than I wanted, but not too bad. Pretty much got rid of all of that and kept that. I really like that. Look at the depth. I think I will do a future slab off of that and just face polish the rest, because I do want to get a cab off of this. We'll see how it turns out when I get another slab off of it. Maybe I'll take 2 slices, I don't know. But that's definitely a nice looking stone. And that'll make a nice piece of jewelry at some point. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Talk to you later.